For the record, I was not in the bathroom. I was chatting with the guys, but thank you.
Is that what you call it? Chatting with the guys?
Anyway,
I'll be back. I gotta go chat with the guys.
No. I'm going to see Jenny Prison.
We cannot dub Frizen as taking a poop. We cannot do that. That would be so mean.
No, I'd rather do things.
Wow. Welcome into Comic Women, guys. This is great. I feel very attacked right now.
We had 23 people waiting. Now we're down to 18.
What?
Sorry.
Jeez, they couldn't take my joke. Sorry.
Yeah, they're all mad at you. They're like, "Oh, she's picking on me." Welcome to Comic Women presents the runners-up for December 9th, 2024. If you are flooding over from the top 10 show, we are going to be handling books 12 through 20. So you have the opportunity to hit the board here.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. So let's kick it off.
You see, Derek's all giving the shit too. Look at.
I know, right? Where'd they all go? Unbelievable. Who had number 20? Wasn't this Jen?
Yes.
All right. Well, let's just pop it up anyway. So here we go.
At number I'm talking 20, shit and I'm not ready. Hold on, give me a second. That's what I get for talking smack.
I know, you weren't even ready. Hi, guys. Welcome in. We'll be covering 20 through 12 if you're just joining, and then we'll be giving you a little bit of insight on what we think might make the list next week. So, yeah, there's a lot to talk about tonight. First up, I'll just cover this one, Lucy, if you want me to.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. You have Jeffrey Fonzo. It's his birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Jeffrey Fonzo. Thrilled that you are spending it here with us tonight. Okay, so on the board we have, let me look at the read because this was to be Jen, so I don't know what I was supposed to say about this one.
Batman, right?
I know that, but why is it on the board? All right, Absolute Batman number 1, the Nick Dragata. This is the foil, so that's why. It's a bit wild to see, but typically the Virgin foil variants do better on the aftermarket initially than the cover A does. It's mostly due to an emphasis
careful, Mama.
But it's reversed with this book. Cover A is Cover A is doing better than the foil on this one, which is extremely rare to see. Oh, I'm taking that down. There you go. Part of it's due to availability. There's a lower print run, and people are just holding on to the cover A's, I feel like. Some collectors' aversion to foil also plays into this. Still, fans are getting copies of Absolute Batman number 1, and that includes this shiny version. We tracked 10 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 20%, with a high sale of $100 for OCGC 9.8 and a current near mint price of $26, which is nothing to snuff at. I don't know. I think sometimes foil just makes the entire thing hit harder. It just depends on the book for me. I'm kind of yes and no.
Right.
Yeah, I'm always afraid, like, if I'm touching foil, like, my dirty fingerprints will be all over it. That's my biggest fear about foils.
Yes, that's true.
Wear white gloves.
It definitely happens. If you have fingerprints, people get complained. They're like, "You guys touched this book." It's like, yes, we had to.
You read it.
We had to.
Like you said, you wear gloves.
I don't think this is a decline of this book. We were talking about this on the show prior to this, that it's supposed to be an ongoing series for at least the next 2 years. So I think that these things are going to hold. I don't know if the foil specifically will, but I think cover A definitely will. It's starting to get a little bit just because people are starting to sell off their copies, and those that are holding are holding. But I think this would be a good title to own in general.
Question. Does this have any keys to it? Because I know number 2 has absolute, like, the villains. I mean, you know, Oswald, so-and-so.
Yes. Okay. So 2 is technically keys, but number 1's, I think, just it's the first book of the series. So it's kind of a key in and of itself, in a sense.
It's the first appearance of absolute,
it's like it's kind of the first of everything. So I would say that counts as a key, or at least it has the value of a key.
Well, thank you for answering my question.
You're welcome. Happy to help. All right. So, guys, if you're just hopping in, we are covering the runners-up for the week of 12/9/2024. This is number 20, so you're just hopping in time. Sarah, do you want to cover number 19?
Sure, why not? This is I love that this is kind of like the Mark Spears absolute Batman runners up, but this is Mark Spears Monsters #1. This is Borderlands Amazing Spider-Man number 129 homage. This is only limited to 300, which is amazing. And I love all these different homages that Mark Spears has been doing with the Monster series. Again, this team has highlighted the Wolfman in a killer depiction at that, but with an awesome homage to boot and limited availability. So if we all know that ASM number 129 is the first appearance of the Punisher. So it's paid off on the aftermarket as fans have been on a crusade to collect all versions of this book. And I believe, isn't it Nerdy Geek or I'm thinking of somebody else she's like after all these different.
It's Lisa. Lisa's the one.
I haven't seen anybody more strong than she is.
Right?
Yes. Okay, guys. Ladies rule. Just kidding.
Right. And there's just so many, and you want to be a completist too, especially going after all these amazing books. So we've tracked 16 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 14%, with a high sale of $20 for a near mint copy and a current near mint raw price of $20. So very cool.
Such a good job of combining these homages with his style. Like the people are like, oh, it's going to burn out. It's going to burn out. These print runs, you guys, are so low. These things are going to disappear into collections and you're not going to see him again. I don't think he's going to burn out anytime soon. I give him at least another 6 months. I think Spears is on fire.
Okay, vampire. Look at a real vampire right there.
What'd you
say? Mariah's like, I'm a vampire. And this one, it's because he's been doing a lot of homages to Marvel. Last time it was a Hulk 181, and now it's this one, right? So that's pretty cool that you get to see this. I know we were kind of debating on the 181, but I do really like this one. I like this. Hi, Doctor.
Lucy's gonna be muted the whole show because she's a mom. She's a mama comics. I know.
I keep muting myself because this little one, she's super. Okay, you say.
She's gonna puke. Is that what she said?
Say, suck it.
Suck it.
No, don't Wow. For all of those kids out there, do not say suck it, Lucy. Oh my God. Wow. Anyway.
Oh yeah, she'll be like loser. Last time something happened and she's all like, I think I tripped or almost, and she's all like, ha ha, loser.
Wow. Okay. My kids thought butthead was a bad word, so yeah, there you go. Anyways, here we go. Yes, do that. I want to see in the chat if you guys have of these. So far, we're at 2 of 2. Anybody in there? Lisa, I think, was on the board. So here we go. At number 19, we have Mark Spears, number 1, the Borderlands Amazing Spider-Man, number 129 homage, limited to 300, which I think is going to really help keep these books in demand. I don't think they're going anywhere. Like I said earlier, I think that Mark Spears is kind of just creating this whole new genre of collecting. It's like modern horror, which typically when you think horror, you're thinking, oh, I'm going to go back and do old school silver, bronze, whatever, gold. But he's bringing it back in a different kind of way. And I think it's going to keep collectors hungry, so to speak. All right, number 18. Who is this?
I'll cover it. I think it was Jen, but I can cover it. Jen covers everything. I'm just kidding. So, Mutants, Volume 1, Issue 98, Rob Liefeld, and this is the first appearance of Deadpool, right? Despite releasing in theaters for 4 months ago, Deadpool and Wolverine is still being discussed heavily online, especially now that it's on Disney Plus. We know that. Which interviews galore. Fans are still theorizing. Nan said too much. It's too much of a big word. What comes to the next for both characters, and of course, checking in with the creators of Scarlet Motormouth, Rob Liefeld. He's still returning to his small press roots with his return of Youngblood, which made it well known he was leaving Deadpool behind after 30 years overall. There's still a ton of talk surrounding this book. Even before the film release, it had cemented itself as a modern grail for many collectors. Deadpool is beloved, and fans just want a piece of him. We tracked 19 copies sold, a 7-day growth trend of 22% with a high sales of 2005. Oh, that's funny. Why is it $5?
They want me to bingo lingo fucker you, and I just can't do it. I can't do it.
No.
Okay, for 9.8. So 2K for 9.8, a current near man raw for 332. And I feel like we have said this before. This book, I feel like it's always going to sell well. Like you have your Deadpool collectors, and they're always going to want this book to have in their collection for new collectors. And if you're old collector and still don't have this, you have those two that they're always going to want this book. It might not be in the top, the top 10 or runners up in the future, but I think it will be still a good book that is going to be so
it's
well.
A staple. This is the comic staple that everybody should have in their collection. If you don't already, this actually isn't a bad time to be buying this, because I feel like this was so much higher a few years back. To see it kind of, I get that it's kind of peaking a little bit right now because of the movie being on Disney, but it's still not that bad.
You know what's crazy is the $400. I'm wondering where that sale came from, because I was looking at a copy at my LCS, and that's how much it was, $400. Yeah. And I was like,
these are aftermarket sales, so we're looking at eBay mostly.
They do it on eBay. They do some of their wall books on eBay.
Well, there you go. All right, guys, at number 18, we have the New Mutants Volume 1, number 98, Rob Liefeld, regular, and like Lucy just said, we had a 7-day growth trend of 22%, high sale of $2,005 for a 9.8. All right, up next. So this one was me. This is number 17. We have Absolute Batman number 1, the logo foil, which I have opinions about this. We'll get to that in a second. Oh, my dear sweet Stan Lee was this logo dragged through the mud before we ever got to see it in practice. It was absolutely decimated leading up to the release of the first issue. Then it hit, and we all saw what badass things Batman was getting up to with his new toy, and ultimately the new tone that it set. Then it became socially acceptable to like it, and immediately books featuring this logo on the front and center got a second look. That includes this book, one of the lesser-known variants in the deluge of variants we've received. Still, it's a solid book another collector can pursue to get what's coveted issue number 1 into their PCs. We tracked 15 copies sold, a 7-day growth trend of 17%, with a high sale of $60 for a CGC 9.8 and a current near mint raw price of $26. I cannot stand logo covers. They're just so, I don't want to say lazy. They're not lazy. They're anticlimactic. There's nothing about this. I see these all the time selling for huge amounts of money. And if that's your thing, by all means. For me, does nothing. Does nothing. What's less than nothing?
Nothing. Yeah, I don't like this cover either. I think it's kind of like a ploy with, especially there was one with they did a foil version, right? Wasn't like NYCC.
This is the foil.
Yeah, they also did NYCC did a whole, was it last year or this year, that they did a whole slew of logos that were foil, and I was like, come on, people. I get it. People do collect foils, but there's nothing to this. This doesn't,
yeah, it doesn't hit for me. I'm with you on that. This is just not my type of collecting, but it obviously people are still picking it up because it's at number 17. So, and I think it's also the title kind of carrying this a little bit too. You have like, okay, if you wallpaper a wall with them, it would look cool. I get that, Derek. I do. And that's what I picture in my mind people are buying these for, right? They're buying them just to have like a border along their wall, right?
See, I think, okay, I'm going to be the Jen here and be the, what do you say? The devil's advocate? I don't know. Perfect. But I don't know. It's just because it's foil, it kind of throws me off. But it's like, I kind of like this for remarks or for like, get something when you go get the signature. They can do like something in the center. But if it's foil, I don't know how good would that be because it's going to smear because it's foil, right?
the foils don't smear as long as you let them dry.
Mhm.
But see,
It
but
could
if
be a
you're
little-
at the con, like, how are you gonna? You're in the move trying to go to the next.
You
That's the
blow
only
on it.
thing.
You blow on it, you kind of wave it
Oh,
around. If you have a friend, you have a friend blow on it. It's
Friends blow for friends, Lucy.
yes, that's right.
Duh.
Friends blow
Okay.
friends.
I don't get the appeal of this. Like, why not just buy a blank?
Laura, that was so wrong.
Why not just get a blank and get the remark and the signatures?
No,
I'm not judging anybody who
It's
buys
just-
these. I just don't understand
it
it.
won't be. I mean, again, I think it's a cool way, like, to get, like, your favorite artist who doesn't really do this DC can do something that you would like to see him do something DC. You can do this. But I don't know. It just that because it's foil, kind of like throws me off. But I don't hate it. But it's not. If I know I'm not gonna get it with that mentality that I'm gonna go get a remark or something, what's the point?
What would you have?
Yeah.
What would you have done on it?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, I will go Jenny Frison to do something here.
Like a
On Absolute Batman?
Yeah, because you wouldn't see her do Absolute Batman. You're not gonna see her do Batman, really. Have you seen her do? I mean, she does Poison Ivy. She does the girls, like she did Wonder Woman. But when have you seen her done Batman?
She's done it.
A Batman title like that. She has just Batman in it.
She's the one that I
Batman.
know for sure is a Superman one where she has both Superman and Batman on it. But you're right. She rarely does the male covers.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anything Frison, I'm sold, Lucy. So you found my weak point. But number 17, Absolute Batman number 1, the logo foil. We have this coming in at a 7-day growth trend of 17% with a high sale of $60 for a 9.8. All right. What do we have for number 16?
That's me.
Lucy.
Okay, so we talked about this book a few times. Like the first time we talked about it, that's what I was gonna say. Let me finish.
Okay.
The first time we talked about this book, it was when Sarah got this as her pick. We talked about this, and it's been like now a few times on the top 10, I think, and runners up a few times. It's an amazing cover. Again, Mark Spears. It's not the runners up, it's the Mark Spears top 10, the Mark Spears runners up. I feel we're gonna continue seeing this either this book or just the title for this for the next following weeks, maybe a month. I don't know how long is this run the series, right?
I think this is gonna go for a while.
But we're gonna see.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know, but we'll see. Issue 1 has been hitting the major financial milestones, with issue 2 version not seeing the same heights as typically, but they're still moving books rapidly with FMV. How do you say that? Like, it's a what is that? FMV, final sentencing. We tracked 14 copies sold at 7-day growth trend for 67%, with the high sales of $22 for a near-mint copy and a current raw for $13. There's still really good price if you have not bought this, I guess. You can still get them in the aftermarket for fairly
$12 for a near mint. I would snag it up all day long.
Yes.
Again, I don't think I was talking with Keen Spot. So a lot of just their cover A, cover B's guys are still limited to 1,000. Like, that's a very small amount of these books to be circulating. Obviously, number 2 did better than number 1, which I believe is the first time that's happened in modern comic history for it to sell at this level. But I don't know. I think people are like hoping that this will die down because it's like, oh, then I was right. I don't think it's going to die down. I think Spears is going to be something that people continue to collect.
It's his moment.
It's his moment. Jim Lee, not just his moment. Like, I feel like this is creating a separate genre.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's something that it's like every year. I bet you every year during Halloween, people are going to be posting about these books, talking about these books, trying to get them, try to still get them. Like, especially around that time.
It's just seasonal. I think that Mark Spears is going to be something that sticks. And Keen Spot was clever enough to kind of recognize that and lock him in, because I feel like Image really missed out on an opportunity here to have
for sure
this title under their banner. But I don't know. I think it's going to continue.
They're
We're in
kicking
December and
themselves.
it's still on fire. If anything, it's gaining.
They're up to a third printing now.
Well, see, because now not only you have your comic book collectors, you regular comic book collectors, you have your horror collectors. Once a horror fan that they just collect anything horror, like they're gonna see this and they're gonna, like you said, it's gonna keep going because they're gonna want to collect those now. The horror fan, it's freaking huge too. So they have the horror conventions and stuff like that. So you're gonna see that there.
I can't say anything yet. I'm not allowed. But I highly, highly recommend you keep an eye on Bird City Comics in the next few weeks. There is something coming that blew my mind. And I don't see this down anytime soon. I think it's going to be a big one. So there you go. At number 16, Mark Spears, Monster number 2. This is cover C, the creature feature, which Sarah called. Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that's good to read the tea leaves on that one. All right, what do we have for 15?
Dude, love this.
This is mine. So this is Mark Spears, Monsters number 2. Again, we were talking about homages. This is cover D, the EC Comics homage. Again, we see our friend the werewolf, Dracula. So cool. So, they didn't give us just any old Wolfman with a foil cover or extra bloody, but this one is in the classic style of EC Comics, which we know a lot of people collect. Fans of the Golden Age horror were immediately keyed in, and that is what EC Comics was known for. We've tracked 7 copies sold at a 7-day gross trend of 126%, with a high sale of $21 for a near mint copy and a current near mint raw price of $17. That's reasonable again.
Wait, who's the where you get this? And where can you get this?
This is just cover D.
Huh?
This is cover D.
Cover D. Oh, okay. Oh, at the comic shop, it's not right,
so I think Keen Spot sells a lot of these too, so you can go to Keen Spot and find them there. But this isn't exclusive; it's just a regular.
I want it.
Check Keen Spot because they still have some covers.
Shh! Don't tell them.
Really, that is the cornbread right there. Like, you guys don't go to the aftermarket. Go to Keen Spot. You can still find a lot of them available there. So
yes.
Okay, I need to look for that. I want that one. Yeah, there's a few of them. I'm so mad that I missed out on the Bird City Comics.
Hey, there's proof, guys, that we don't hook people up. Everything's fair.
No, we didn't.
Even my own proof here doesn't have them. So.
No, yeah, I completely forgot. I saw that you guys posted. I shared it, and then I got sidetracked, and I forgot to do it. Right? So yeah. No way! It's sold out.
Oh, is this one? Ooh.
Damn it.
Okay. Lisa would know. She's like the ultimate monsters collector. So.
Very cool.
Darn.
Yeah, very, very cool. All right, number 15, we have Mark Spears, Monsters number 2, the cover D from the EC Comics homage. So I think we all agree, if you can get your hands on this, do it.
Not on the site. So how can you?
Yeah, what do you
order
mean?
From them? So maybe in store. They have them in store, not in the. Okay. Maybe
I didn't look anybody up. I swear, we monitor. People are like, "Oh, the bots got them." We're like, "No, we monitor everything. We keep everything very secure."
Not us.
Mm-hmm.
Like
we keep the print run low. That's part of this whole success. I really firmly believe that.
Yes.
All right. Next up, number 14.
Ooh, love this. Was that me again?
I think it's my turn, right?
Yeah. Yes. That's you, Sarah.
Yay! So we've got another Mark Spears Monsters number 1. I love this cover too. This is crazy because this is cover A. This is no homage. It's the looking down on you cover. I know. I love this too. So
okay,
it's the classics monsters looking down upon you versus the variants that we've seen. The Bride, where it's just a single monster. It's the snapshot book for fans to acquire. It has all the classic creepy favorites to enjoy.
Whoa.
What's that?
He said KingSpot does have some available still online.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Let us. Just
You have
kidding.
to
Not that one, not the other one though. Probably just other ones, but not
other ones, yes,
right,
yeah,
yes.
and
Okay.
at $5.99 at Covrprice too. So
Nice. Okay, I
you've
need to
been
go on.
warned. So we've tracked six copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 10%, with a high sale of $108 for a near mint copy. That is so crazy. And good for Mark Spears. And a current near mint raw price of $99. And again, hooray for Mark Spears for all this awesomeness that's happening
I'm
to
gonna
him.
tell you so bad. I can't. I'm not allowed to. Issue 3. I'll say that.
Okay.
Ooh.
Keep an eye on Bird City Comics.
Sub the text line.
It's going to be something that nobody else will have.
Oh, they look. They still have the. Wait, no, is it?
Anyway, Mark Spears, yeah. Congratulations. Your success is earned, and these covers are just being gobbled up. So, raw near mint at $100. It's crazy cool.
Right?
Wow.
Well deserved, right? I bet you he's just.
You know what I think the thing is? I don't think these are being flipped that often. I think people that buy these are keeping these.
Oh, for sure.
That's making a big difference with what the value of them. People aren't just buying to flip. They're buying because they genuinely love it and they want to keep it for their collection. And that has an effect on the value of these things. So,
Right.
Number 14, Mark Spears, cover A, Looking Down on You.
Yes.
We have 13.
That's me. So this one is all DC All In Special 1, Daniel Samper, regular wraparound cover. And before the Absolute took over discussion among the community, this book marked the first appearance of the Absolute Paragons, which are Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. So it's like the Trinity. Many fans missed the boat at the discussion was centered the Absolute Batman title on the horizon and have been scrambling to secure a copy of this issue. The number 1 Absolute book are growing out of reach for the average collector. But don't fret, as these are copies available as of this writing for Covrprice over at Midtown. Oh, they still, well, while they were writing this, it was still available in Midtown, so maybe you can go and look. Shout out to the dear reader who provided the info and is helping guide a fellow collector towards a wanted book. Am I reading that right?
No, you're good. You're good.
Like, that's a lot of reading. We tracked 21 copies.
Nowhere.
We tracked. I think I kind of zoned out for a second.
You're good. You're doing great.
We tracked 41 copies sold at 7-day growth trends at 160% of with a high sell of $20 for a near mint copy and currently near mint raw price for $12.
Yeah, I think people didn't know what this was until after the Absolute started just taking off. They're like, wait a second, where did this first start? And that kind of trails back to this.
Oh, Lisa, you don't have to. I'm gonna see if I can find it. But thank you. That's so nice of you. Thank you, Lisa.
I love this community.
I know.
It's so nice.
I think
have you guys been reading the Absolute Universe at all? Either of you?
I haven't had time to read much lately. I've been trying to read Coraline for so long. I have the book. I haven't, and I was reading also my manga. And I've been so.
Lucy, you and I talk about this a lot. With the big two, it can be a little intimidating, like where to jump in. You don't know what's happening in these stories unless you've been reading for years. This is a great place to jump in because this entire universe, so to speak, is completely different than what we're used to. And it's so easy to latch onto. He's more relatable. When you see Batman, he's not like filthy rich. He's a construction worker and he's just a regular guy. And same with Absolute Wonder Woman was a little bit slower, but still really strong. And Absolute Superman's been fantastic. I feel like this is a great place. If anybody out there is like, oh, DC's intimidating, jump in here. This is a good place to start.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I love this book. I like that. I like this book. The more I see, the more more things that I find in that's cool. I like it.
Absolute Zatanna has to happen one of these days. I'm waiting because I love Zatanna so much.
You better do it.
I kind of feel like it's going to be Green Lantern next, but we'll see. Or Starfire would be great too. We got the Flash back there. There's potential for them to bring in these other characters and create this whole thing.
Right.
So. We're
readers.
Right now you were talking about that, Laura. I miss working at a comic book store because that's how like I used to feel like doing it, like oh.
So Anthony and I, guys, I'll let you know now. Anthony and I opened a brick and mortar. We're opening a brick and mortar. We're still working on it. Thank you. And so now it's like I get all these books flooding in. And so while I'm working, I'll be reading something. And like I feel like I'm reading now more than I ever did because I have like so much more time and exposure to the books. So we'll talk about the store later though, but we are opening a brick and mortar.
Oh, Lisa, look at this one for number 3.
Oh, it's a Care Bears homage. That's Care Bears.
Good. Love it.
Anyways, okay, so at number 13, DC All-In Special number 1, the Danielle St. Pierre regular wraparound, which was on the top 10 a few weeks ago, so it's fallen a little bit. And let's see, last but not least for our runners up, this is the book that kind of started it all. We have Mark Spears' Monsters number 1 featuring the Bride. This was originally crowdfunded as a Kickstarter, so we had people that were pouring in their money to make sure this book got created. And once it was, and people saw it, they started, gobbling it up. I do not own it, for the record. I wish I did. There's something about this book that's flawless. It's flawless. Anyway. Sorry, I'm fangirling here. So Covrprice does have a crowdfunded article and highlighted this back in January. So if you guys weren't watching that, you missed out. They tracked 9 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 10%. Listen to this. High sale for CGC 9.8, $350, and a current raw price of $179.
Wow.
Again, this is one of those books I think people are going to put them in their collection and you'll never see them again. I hope it becomes one of those, what do you call it? Not a gem, maybe a modern gem that people just don't get rid of ever.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, this has started to capture so many different niches. You've got like Universal Monsters, somebody who likes vampires, somebody who likes Frankenstein. I mean,
somebody now that likes boobs. The boobs are great.
Yes, blondes. Yes.
I like this. Remember that I said that I love this. Yeah, and isn't it on Universal Studios or
yes. Yep,
on Orlando? They're already doing
Blue chip.
Both.
That's the word, blue chip. Thank you.
They're doing the Monster Sting universe, like a new. You know how they have Harry Potter? They're gonna have the Monsters one too.
I want to say
it's explode even more.
It's going to be like the Dark Monsters or Dark Universe or something like that.
Yes.
He's been very strategic in his use of the Bride too. He doesn't bring her out that often. He kind of keeps her safeguarded for certain events. So I think that's been part of this, is that people are trying to get a hold of the Bride, but he's very strategic when he uses her. So well done to Mark Spears on this. This is Mark Spears number 1, the cover E, Bridezilla. If Chad, I am jealous that you own one of these. I wish I did.
Yeah, same.
Anyway. All right. That was it for the runners up, but let's move on to what we have coming out next tomorrow.
Yes.
Tomorrow.
Okay. So we said I was going to give away something. So whoever can guess. I made these little things here. I'm going to give away this, like ornaments. I made these. Those are my kids. So you guys can see. You can see. It's not focusing there. The glare.
Adorable.
I can see it.
Ornaments. Made this. And then this one is gonna be a little bit different. It's gonna be exactly like this, but this one it was clear. But it's different. But you're
giving one away?
Yeah, I'm gonna give this away. There's 2 different styles. So whoever wins.
Very cute.
I'm gonna keep this away. So if you don't win, if you want to buy them, you can follow me on my Soho Creative, my other page. You can find it if you go to my mama comic on my bio. It'll say Soho Creative. You can go to my page. But I make these. I made this shirt too.
That's so cool. I love that shirt. I love it.
So I make shirts, I make this, I make cake toppers, I make a bunch of little things. So
Make cake toppers. Her cake toppers are like 4D popping out. Like she's being super modest. They're like insanely cool. She made me a Harry Potter.
This is the one that I made for Mariah this year. And the one for Lennox is very simple.
It's great because you can buy like a store-bought cake and plop that on top, and people are like, oh, she had it.
This was for Lennox. He just wanted the Goku head and with the name. But this one was Mariah's.
Oh. Who's the favorite?
Lennox wanted that, okay?
So here's how you win, guys. You have to guess from left to right. People in the chat are already doing this. So guess who picked what left to right. And whoever gets it first will win. Ooh. Lucy's going to keep track because I don't know.
Yeah, okay, I remember now. I had to think first.
I don't remember that one.
I remember.
I'm like, oh wait, I know what I picked, but I don't know what you picked.
I know the order.
I know the order too.
I got you guys.
Yeah.
Let me know when we have a winner.
So far, no.
Your fingers. Oh gosh, not yet.
No.
Winners yet? Dang.
Oh no.
I don't know at all.
Dang, you guys are we got them this time. They're all nice. Yes, chat.
No.
Hey Tony, what's up?
No.
Yo.
No.
No. Where's Karen? Oh, Karen didn't even get it this time. Dang, Karen. Dang it, I should.
We made it hard this time.
It's not what I was normally pick. I think that's why. Who the fuck is Stacy? Oh, I'm sorry, I cussed. Who is Stacy? Am I supposed to be Stacy?
Guess you the white girl. Oh wait, no.
Wait. Let's see. Wait.
Wait, hold on. Too fast.
I can't tell.
Dang, some of them are so close. I don't want to say who is so close, but somebody by one name.
I know.
How many combinations could there possibly be? Like thousands? We're gonna be here a while.
James, you're missing a name, but no, you're.
Wait,
isn't that one right? No, that one's not right.
No.
It was close. There's some people that are very close.
No. Can I just say who is kind of close? No.
Wow, you guys are so wrong. Everybody in the chat is wrong.
I'm telling you,
Rob, wrong.
I have seen only one that it's close. Only one.
No. Oh wait, no. Yeah, we have a winner.
Where?
Recon Comics.
Recon Comics got it.
Yes. Dang. Oh, Lisa, so close. If you would have switched. No, never mind. No, you were only Laura got right. Never mind. Only
Recon got it.
Yes, Recon got it. Recon,
all right.
Message me at Mama Comic, and you can send me a picture of your family or whoever you want in the ornament. I don't know if you want comments, whatever you want. Send me to, and but yeah, message me on Mama Comic.
That's a cool.
Congratulations!
Yeah.
All right, Lucy, why'd you pick yours?
Mine. Damn it! Why did I pick it?
Do you want to go in reverse? We can go backwards.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll start with mine because I know this probably threw people off, but
I remember now.
Frank Miller stuff. I feel like he's kind of hit and miss for me, so to speak. And so for this one, I'm like, okay, I got to choose this. So it's Ultimate Universe 1 year in #1. Everybody is talking about the Maker's arrival, but aside from that, I actually dig this. From Frank Miller's comics, I'm like, ooh. Like, that doesn't look right. This one hit for me. I like the yellow black border. I think it's going to be one of those books that's hard to find in high quality. I like the coloring. I think that Frank Miller did his thing on this. So I chose that in addition to the fact that I'm in love with the Ultimate Universe. But it's a one-shot. So if you guys want to pick it up, that was my pick.
Okay,
cool.
I really like this cover. It's pretty cool. Okay, now I can tell you why. I kind of remember, I couldn't remember really, but okay. So the writer is Michael Conrad, and cover artist is John Pearson. And oh my God, I think Lisa, you might check out all the other covers on this one if you like kind of like horror and stuff, because they're pretty cool. Even cover A is creepier. This one, it is one out of it's an unlocked virgin variant. It's the E. And cover B is like this one, but it has the title, the trade dress. But it's basically, what is it called? That Last of Us? It was like a fungus thing that it started becoming like turning into kind of like zombies type of thing. So this one is basically kind of the same. It's like a fungus thing that, that 43% of the cells within a healthy human body belong to something other than the human host. Microbiomes, invasive bacteria, fungal and viral agents, and something else, something more. When the bloom happened, the humanity was changed forever and transformed by a symbiotic fungal mega system that infects their bodies. This one it calls in the bloom. And it made me like The Last of Us. Like that was the first thing that I thought of. And all the covers, like one of the covers, like I think which issue it's issue the second one, cover B, it kind of looks like one of those very transformed zombies in if you play like The Last of Us that they will show you. So I just thought it was like, oh my god, this must be, I don't know. It just caught my eye right away. It was this one. I had two of them that I did send it to my chat. I'm like, if you guys send it to anyone, there was a bunch of them, but it was this one for sure. And the other one was Doll Parts, that it's also creepy. Doll Parts also have really good covers, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna go with this one better. But yeah,
no, I like this. It has kind of like a creepy Frida feel to it.
Yeah, yes. And it's just because all the fungus thing coming out of the head, like it's creepy. And I think Jade Lee is also making a cover for cover D. It's like 1 out of 25. It's an incentive.
Nice.
It's so
I like Jade Lee stuff.
Yeah, I like it because it's just two people standing side by side, and you can see all the like fungus part on their bodies, and they're just wearing like, underwear and like the bra, and the background is just nothing. Like it looks pretty cool. Like it just,
I like Jay Lee. He's usually profile, so to see it be a front on one's interesting too.
Yeah,
very
it's
cool pick,
cool.
Lucy.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah, what did Jen pick?
Is it Wolverine?
Wolverine? I can't remember.
Hold on. Is it Ultimate Universe year one?
Thing.
Is it Ultimate Universe
the same title, just different covers?
Mm-hmm. Yes. That's what it was. Oh, I just realized you guys did. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, so basically
an Ultimate Universe. There's so much potential there, and people are just loving it so much. And to see the maker kind of make a play here this is cool.
That's funny. Batman is absolute, and this one's ultimate.
Well, we were saying that absolute's kind of the answer to the Ultimate Universe. Like that was DC's like being like, boom, we got you back. Kind of like countering their play, which I respect that. Sarah, you're up.
Yeah. So again, myself too. So many good covers this week. We've got 2 Jenny Frison Marvel covers. We've got Peach Momoko drawing Jeff the Land Shark. And of course, Mark Spears, who's on DC doing conjoining covers for Green Lantern. So it was very hard to pick this. And I was kind of like flipping through it, and I was like, oh my God, like this lady. So this is Gun Honey. This is their Heat Seeker combustion storyline. This is number 2. This is Derek Chu. This is the trade. There is a virgin, a 1 in 10 virgin, and then some other covers. But all I can say is this girl is thick, and she's got lovely red hair, and I just love it. Just love it. Like she's just curvy. She's perfectly drawn. So I'm in love.
Yeah, usually I think that's why everybody was thinking that it was Laura's, because Laura usually picks like these type of covers.
I don't dig this at all. Not even a little bit.
Girl, come on. Come on, girl.
I look at the face. For me, it's always the face. And I don't know. I'm not drawn to it the way I would normally be.
I would like straight to the hips. I don't know. Like I like that.
That's
like it's the hips, not even her boo boos. It's
right. It's the hips. It's the and the
hips
stomach.
I haven't read the series either. I know nothing about Heat Seeker.
David reads Gun Honey, and he says it's really good.
He does.
He said it's really good though. It's a very good story if you guys like 007, James Bond kind of things. This is kind of the story for you guys. And nice looking ladies.
Can't go wrong there, right? So there are our picks. We kind of threw you guys off this week, but there you go. All right, let's keep moving. So next up, so these are the pre-releases. Oh, look at Frank Miller. These are the pre-releases that we think might have the potential to make the top 10 next week. First up, we have the J. Scott Campbell Virgin 1 in 100. This is Laura Kinley Wolverine with a raw selling right now at $115.99. The pre-release for the Frank Miller Virgin 1 in 100 is coming in at just barely under ratio, $99.98 for Ultimate Universe 1 year in. On the other side, we have Jenny Frison. This is a Virgin 1 in 50 ratio for the Dazzler. Issue number 4 coming in at $79.95. So that's a pretty big jump from ratio. Transformers on the other side, number 15, with a raw near mint coming in at $74.96. This is the Dustin Nguyen foil 1 in 100. On the bottom, we had Francesco, I don't know, Disney What If Black and White 1 in 100. A raw near mint coming in at $49.99, so half ratio for number 63. And on the far right, we have Mark Spears 1 in 25 for the Superwoman Special number 1 coming in at $48.77. What do you guys think?
Ooh, this is another tough.
I don't see none of them, but Mark Spears making it to the top 10 or the runners up. I don't see any of them making it.
I'm with you, Lucy. I'm with you. I don't think any of them are going to hold. I mean, with the Disney already coming in at half ratio, that's a bad sign.
Yeah.
Frank Miller's barely hitting ratio right now. Not a great sign. Campbell's barely above. Frison's even a little bit weak for a 1 in 50. I don't know. I'm going to go with Spears.
Yeah.
No.
That's the only one that we can kind of like, because X-Men Campbell regular cover. So that one, it's the 1 in 100 and a regular cover. So I mean, obviously people are going to want to go for the cheaper one. Why would you want to spend that? And again, you guys know how I feel about, if you don't know, should I tell them?
I was gonna
You guys know how I feel about Campbell. It's my favorite.
Her face isn't that bad here.
Yeah. Huh?
Her face isn't that bad. Oh, is it? Okay.
That's not,
Who cares about Dazzler anymore since Taylor Swift's been taken off the duck?
It's a beautiful cover. Don't get me wrong. I saw this. I did see this, and I almost picked it because I really like it. I wouldn't buy the 1 to 50. I will buy the regular cover, like the cheaper one. I do like it. It's.
But Dazzler number 4. Who gives a shit?
Right. I like the Polaris one a lot better.
That one's nice.
Than these two, I think.
I'm surprised that I also, because remember last week Lucas said that, and he posted on his Instagram, the one with what's her name, Aubrey Plaza on the cover. That one was nice.
No, I was wondering because I looked at it and I was actually going to pick that one, but I wasn't sure if it was a photograph or if it was drawn.
No, it looks like it's drawn. I don't think it's a photograph.
Why would they put Frank Miller as the 1 in 100? Like, what was the reasoning there? Who went, okay, I have a great idea. I know, but it's Frank Miller now.
Right.
Frank Miller now, go ahead and put him on the cover.
I like it.
I like it too, but not as a 1 in 100.
What about, do they have better covers for this? Sorry, Sarah.
Yeah. There's a Momoko cover for this, which is not bad.
Well, same with the Wolverine too. I like Momoko's cover better than Campbell's.
Is it
the Spears one? The Spears one though kind of throws me off too. Why? I'm not loving it, but I could see that people are too much blue.
I knew you were thinking that. I knew it.
It was just
I see that. If the character's suit was different or the guy was a little bit I don't know, but I feel like that one will do better than the other ones.
Ooh, is it really better than?
Well, I mean, think of
Cover?
the last couple words. The positioning was all weird, and
That's true.
I don't know. Miller's been on one lately.
I think it's Spears all the way. I think because it's low, 1 in 25, and it's the Spears train, and it's a number 1. I think that's probably
but Michael, even with the Energon universe being hot right now, this is already selling under ratio. It's 25% under ratio. So you have to think of the math here. Like which one here, math wise, we would be like, okay, this is a solid pick. I mean, the Spears is at double ratio. That's the strongest out of all of these. Okay.
I feel that there's better covers out there to have this to go. They're like the highest pre-sale so far. That is just insane. Like there's so much better books out there that should have it should be in this place. Like even the Mickey, I mean the color, I like the color better for the Mickey Mouse one. I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. What is this?
We don't know what's going on this week. It's just happening.
Like I honestly, none of them think they will make it. Usually we tell them, oh, this one. We have one. But I don't feel hopeful.
You like.
Yes.
Okay.
But again, out of all these, because of Mark Spears, everybody right now, like it's doing so good, might make it. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. Time will tell. All right, that was it for us this week. Make sure you're following Covrprice if you're not already. You can use our code Nirvana14 for 30 days unlimited membership for only 99 cents. And Bird City Comics, we have some big things happening in the next few weeks. Follow us. I promise you, it's going to be one of those things where we get hate mail. That means we're doing things right. So follow us. Girls, last words. We'll start with Sarah.
Well, thank you all for coming. I'm all grateful for you guys in the chat. I'm grateful for my lovely ladies that I co-host every Tuesday. Also, I was just thinking about this and about that guy who made the comment about he went to the bathroom and he missed out. Isn't there like a what do you call it? I can't think of it. But like, get off the pot. Like, why are you going to the bathroom? Like, buy the stuff. Come on, buy the stuff. Anyways, again, thank you all for coming. Again, follow all my wonderful ladies here. Also, Bird City and Covrprice. Again, we have shows on Thursday with Long Story Short. We have Saturday with the Toy Box. We come back on Monday for the Cover Lovers, and then you're right back with us on Tuesday with the Runners Up list. So come back and see us again.
Yeah, Lucy. Well said.
Okay, so again, like Sarah said, thank you guys for joining us. I hope you guys don't forget, if you haven't subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Please leave a comment after the show. That will help us a little bit with the algorithm. And again, make sure to, like Sarah said, follow Bird City. Follow me on my creative page, So Who Creative. And also, this is our last show for this year.
No. We have one more. We have one more. We have the 17th.
Oh yeah, I thought it was the 17th today. Just kidding. Don't listen to me. Just kidding.
Oh my God.
Fools. But I was just asking, But anyway. But yeah, follow me. Laura just added So Who Creative on Instagram or Mama Comics. Check that one too. Yes. Dude.
She's done. She's like, I'm out.
I thank God. I'm lost, dude. But yeah, follow us and make sure you join us next Tuesday.
Please.
I don't know how to follow that up, but here we go. So yeah, guys, again, we appreciate you being here. Follow all the girls on all of our social media. Next Tuesday will be our last for the year because we take a little break for Christmas and stuff. So thank you guys for being here. We appreciate it so much. And we will be back next Tuesday, Lucy. Okay. Oh, man. All right. We love you guys.
Besos.